y'all get into like a tunnel vision when y'all trying to like focus everybody out and just lock in on the crowd.
Yeah.
Can you describe that?
All right. I'm gonna start from the beginning. It could be the same day or the day before. I'm back home. I'm getting my crates ready. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what I'm gonna play, what I'm gonna mix, and then I'm going into that same night with that same mindset. Like, listen, when I get in this booth, when I get in this booth, everybody leave me alone. Don't give me no suggestions. Don't tell me what song to play. I already got my whole set lined up. You know what I'm saying? But it's like with me having the ear, I already know what's gonna make the crowd go crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, when I do that, I'm like, yo, just let me rock out. And when I rock out, I turn that bitch up. That shit like an adrenaline rush. That shit like aligning your chakras inside your body, and it's like it's taking you to the max. Like, it's really an out of body experience. Especially like I said, when you prepare yourself for it, you got the ear for it, I promise you, it takes you to another level. You get goosebumps, you start sweating your whole body and all that. Everything just hit. You know how you playing fucking, what's that, Mario Kart, and the nigga go rainbow and he just beating everybody? Like, that's how your body feel, yo. It's really an out of body experience, bro. I'm telling you. Especially when you passionate about it. It feel good. Sure.
I can tell you've accomplished a good amount within your musical career already, but I can see it's still more to come, right?
Sure.
So, what are the top 3 artists from Baltimore right now that you are looking forward to working with?
Looking forward to working with. I want to get some more working with YB Escola, for sure. I want to get some more working with Roddy Rex, and I definitely want to get some more working with Tech. Not to toot my own home, but if you ask me, I'd probably work with the entire Baltimore city. You can probably ask these same niggas who I am, and they know who I am. I done work with the whole city. I done did it, and we gonna keep doing it until we take this city out of here. Until I take the city out of here. None more, none less.
How do you know when you're losing the crowd?
You know you're losing the crowd when they start walking off. Some niggas might leave. Some niggas might just go to the bar. Some niggas just might not even look at you no more. They might just like, oh, okay, he done changed the song. They might walk somewhere else. Like you can pay attention to a nigga walk pattern and be like, yeah, you lost the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Or like just body movement. You feel me? You could have a crowd there and their body moving, and then as soon as you play a song, boom, just like you can tell everybody just stuck. They're like, all right, let's go take a shot. Let's go get a shot from the bar, or let's just stand right here till you play another hot song. I'm telling you, like you see it. Like it ain't just one person moving. Everybody gonna start moving, and you know you lost the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And especially with somebody like me, that's I'm about to say new to DJing, but I'm new to DJing. Somebody that I actually came under somebody. Shout out to my man's Trap, my man's Silver Surfer. He might be in my end. He like, yo, get back in that mode. You're losing them. Boom. And we might pick him back up with one little song. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely something that you can see. When you're in that booth, you oversee everything. So you know by movement for sure.
And in an event where you are losing a crowd, what can you do to bring them back?
So that's really when your ear come into play. Like me, if I know I'm losing the crowd, I'm just go straight back to Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? Put that Sexy Red on, you know what I'm saying? The bitches, they gonna go wild, and boom, you got them right back. But you gotta stay in that pocket. And that's the thing about DJing. Sometimes finding that pocket can be challenging because it's all about knowing your crowd and just knowing what songs is really the hottest songs out there that's going to make people move. You understand what I'm saying? I was talking to a DJ about this earlier. Well, not earlier, probably a couple of days ago. Crate organizing is a very big thing when you DJing. It's basically like organizing your folders and songs and shit like that. When you do that, like in advance, you can really get a crowd going. But really trying to figure everything out in that moment is scary because, with making beats, you're making a beat, you can stop. But DJing, you can't stop. So if you ain't got that music ready, you ain't got that crate ready, you basically going off the dome like, oh shit, I got 20 seconds to find the shit, and then you gotta hurry up and type a song in it, it get real. It gets deep. But yeah, you gotta organize your songs and all that to really know what's really hot. You gotta really be tapped in with music to understand DJing. It's not a thing where you can just hop on and you think you the nigga. Nah.
I also want to touch on chemistry, right? Because chemistry matters when you talking about an artist and a producer and an engineer, correct? So, what top 3 artists from Baltimore that you've worked with do you feel like you go in the booth and it's instant magic?
Off rip, number 1, OTR Chaz. When I'm in the studio with Chaz, I have nothing to worry about. I can pull up to the studio and I'm like, yo, this a beat pack. I don't care if I get 5 beats, he gonna use one of them beats. If I get 10 beats, he gonna use 7 of them. It's just instant work. And it's just kind of like, that's somebody that I can be real comfortable with in my versatility, that when he hears something, he gonna be like, yeah, I like that, like we gonna use that. Another person is definitely Pyrex, because Pyrex is also an artist. When we in the studio, we get there, you know, it's just magic, you know what I'm saying? We just make the shit work. Say shorty, you know, shorty too. Go in there, it's simple, it's easy because I know the sound. I've been working for him for, you know, trying to get in contact with him in 2 years. So I'm like, yo, I got your sound. So even with that, it's just like, when I play anything, when he go in that bitch, he make that shit happen. Easy.
Yeah, I mean that's gotta be one of them, right? Because when you talking a RIAA gold hit, I think people don't know how big that is of an accomplishment.
It's
like
huge.
Coming from Baltimore City, where we really don't have that big of a voice in the mainstream music industry, you know, that's a major accomplishment. So I would even personally say I think maybe you and Shorty got that chemistry to where as though y'all get together and y'all got the potential to take off.
For sure, we got that.
We're going to touch on a bunch of different topics that you see going on. One thing I got to ask anybody related to music right now, what's your opinion on P. Diddy?
Let me sober up real quick. Honestly, I don't even know, like, this is crazy. So the biggest lesson that I got from the whole P. Diddy situation is, like, when everybody talk about trying to make it big and having the money and having the power, it's like, bro, you do not know what these motherfuckers is doing behind closed doors to make that shit happen. You might think like, boom, all right, like, all I gotta do is this, that, and the third, stay down and come up and boom. This nigga done pride and, you know what I'm saying, did this and did that to make that shit happen. But presented to y'all like, oh yeah, I put the work in, I kept God first, and da-da-da-da. In which case he did, I know he did, but to speed the process up, like any other celebrity or public figure does, they use some shit behind the scenes that we don't know about, you feel me? So, that's what really happened. That's how I feel about it. My biggest thing I got, so I like to troll. Like, I'm really goofy. Like, I like to know Diddy shit that niggas is doing. Like, I say that shit all the time. So, like, I don't know, you feel like I said, I don't know what he did or if it's even true that he did it, but, like, the whole, like, no Diddy shit, yeah, I've been rolling with that shit, bro. That shit got me rolling. No Diddy. No Diddy.
Yeah.
About that.
I mean, there's been some dark stuff coming out about him, but I guess it's kind of crazy because there's somebody who, like, if you were a 90s baby, you came up, like, when you was a kid, like, elementary school, young elementary school, you was looking at Diddy on TV, on BET and everything. So this is somebody who we all, in a way, was initially listening to. Our parents was influenced by them. 9 times out of 10, they was listening to hip-hop at the time. So it's just crazy to see all of the stuff that people may speculate about actually coming out and saying it's true. So, do you have any precautions about working in mainstream music? Like, what are some of the things that you will watch out for the most, or you'll be most worried about getting in the mainstream?
I think, honestly, when it comes to being in the mainstream, I don't even think I'm really worried about anything. I think my biggest thing is being a man. You understand what I'm saying? Like getting into the industry and being a man and standing my ground and being firm on what I believe in and how I want to do shit. I don't give a fuck if niggas think it's cocky or confident or I'm being soft about it, whatever. It's really being a man and standing on what I believe in. You feel me? That's really with anything. Whether if it comes to I run into another Diddy or another, you know what I'm saying? Or I run into another nigga that got mob title or somebody else. I'm gonna stand my ground. Like, nah, nigga, that's what I believe in. If I want to do it this way, it's my way or the highway. You feel me? As simple as that. It's nothing more, nothing less.
Straight up.
That's it.
All right, so let's talk about your biggest hit, right? Well, not your biggest hit, but your big hit right now that got the club going crazy still to these days right now. Shootout, man. How was that day making that video? I'm making that song, and
Yo,
how did that feel hearing that in the club and all that type stuff, man?
it's an out of body experience. When I made that beat, so mind you, I got like producers that send me melodies and all that through email, and I had these two producers from Spain send me the melody, and the melody was the first thing that you hear come on. And I'm like, this shit really be crazy. And mind you, I already owed Pyrex a club mix, so I'm like, yo, I'm ready to make this club mix Rex real quick, turn that shit up. And I'm like, bro, I know exactly where I'm ready to go with this shit. Added the horns, and then I got inspired by the Told It club mix. The old Told Ya, I told it, did it. I got niggas don't even know that's I kind of sampled that shit. So I was doing that. I made it. I said, yo, this beat is really gonna get me like out of here. And I know like some people might not believe in, you know, like music or like manifestation through music, but I believe in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, though from the melodies to the chord, everything I did, like I felt like I kind of manifested that song because like with those chords, those is like my go-to chords that I use when I make beats. Like when I use those chords and melodies, that explains the pain and the grit that I went through as a person, as a producer, you feel me? So to put that into a beat and a song and really had that go crazy, it's like, yo, it was meant to happen. Like it was written in my story, you feel me? A day after I made the beat, probably a day or two after I made the beat, Pyrex called me out of nowhere. It was like, fuck you doing? I'm in the city. Chad's going, you feel me? Chad's hitting the studio tonight. So I'm like, shit, I'm ready to come pick you up. Let's go. He like, bet. They did that song in like 20, 30 minutes tops. He dropped it probably a month later. I'm like, yeah. But even when I made the beat, I said, yo, I don't know who about to get on this beat. I said, but I'm gonna fuck the city up with this. I knew I was gonna fuck the city up before they even made the song. I'm like, bro, this beat is going to go viral, and so it did. Simple as that.
You definitely got to check out Shootout.
Yeah, I'm a model for that beat. That's crazy.
As a producer, what sounds that come from Baltimore, like sounds in other cities, do you gravitate towards the most, or do you gain inspiration from the most? And also, the second part to it is, what would you consider the Baltimore sound to be?
If it's two cities that I get my sound from, it would definitely be Atlanta for one. Atlanta and Cali, just off rip for sure. And I would just kind of mix those two sounds into my sound. I feel like now, like in today's time, Baltimore definitely does have like its own sound, or it's definitely curating its own sound. It doesn't really have a title to it, but we're definitely creating our own sound through that. I will say that I am a part of that sound, and I'm definitely in the process of changing that sound too. That's about it.
I mean, that definitely makes you like a music revolutionary, especially you somebody who literally, you going in and you damn near, you making the Baltimore sound. Like you actually controlling.
I'm literally curating the vibe.
What the
for
Baltimore
city.
sound is.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Who are your top 3 Baltimore rappers all time?
All time. Lil Scooter, off rip. Young Moose. All time. Once again, YB Escola, man. he planted that seed. He planted that seed for sure. We just can't forget that. Scholar planted that seed, man. That's really it. I feel like there's one artist from Emerson Village I keep forgetting that a lot of people listening to. It's a young nigga, yo. What's his name?
Is it Scudder?
Scudder. There you go. Scudder. Yeah, Scudder
tough.
doing this thing too. Yeah, shout out to Scudder, man. He doing it.
Okay, so if you had to pick one Baltimore project that you bumped the most, who is it and what's the name of the project?